right, what do I got for y'all today? What words of wisdom come to mind? Well, I do got something. I do got something sparked from a conversation earlier today. So, pretty much, I want you to know that although you may have been hurt before, although you may have experienced moments of pain, it doesn't change who you really are. It only covers it. It only puts up your guard. Who you are on the inside is a person that's loving. It's a person that cares. It's a person that wants to give and likes to see other people happy. If you've ever caught yourself trying to say or actually believing that, I don't care about love. I don't care about other people. I don't care about having a relationship. I don't care about this. In truth, all I hear is someone who's hurt. I don't see any of that as true. I see it as protection. When I hear people tell me who, especially if they've been hurt recently, say, I'm not looking for a relationship, I don't think that's exactly true. I think it's a slightly different flavor, a slightly different reframe, which is they're not looking to get hurt again. Ultimately, no matter how many times if you've been hurt, right? If you were to be 100% certain that the person right in front of you, I'm talking just 5 minutes later, would never ever hurt you the way you're afraid of being hurt, you would 100% accept it. You would. No matter how hurt you are right now, and no matter how much every fiber of your being is saying, no, Philip's wrong. I'm not looking for a relationship. I'm not looking for love. I'm not. It's because you're afraid. You're afraid like all of us. Every single one of us has some fear in some form. And I want you to know that the person you really are does want to love. And a lot of love, a lot of what it looks like is giving love, not getting love. You're not afraid of being loved. You're afraid of losing love. You're afraid of even having love at the fear of losing it. And in my experience, and from the experience of many, many people that I talk to, the more you fear something, the more likely you are to experience it. And it's not because, it happens, I guess, to say. It's to say that everything happens on both sides, good and bad. But if you're constantly focused on your fear, you're constantly going to notice your fears happening. So when I say you create whatever your fears are, it's because you're training yourself to notice when your fears are being triggered. But here's the good thing. It works in the other way too. Whenever you're afraid and you notice that, you are reaffirming the fear. But whenever you are in a state of love, in a state of excitement, in a state of joy, in a state of celebration, and you notice whatever it is you're celebrating, you also reaffirm that. What I've done for myself over the past 2 years as a little experiment is, I say a little experiment, that's funny, is changing up my language, changing up the things that I'm focused on all the time. I used to say that I was afraid of people leaving, right? I was afraid of not having the people that I loved in my life, whether that means they no longer want to spend time with me or they move or anything like that. And then I had this reframe that instead of focusing on every time I thought someone was leaving, I would focus on every new person that would enter my life, and I would celebrate that. And not even new person, honestly. It's anytime anyone would enter my life. So sometimes people would be gone for a few weeks at a time. Maybe they're super busy at work and maybe they're traveling right after. And we just got busy. We haven't reached out. Then all of a sudden I get a text or I get a phone call from that person. Instead of being sad for those 5 weeks that I haven't talked to them, I celebrate that day that they come back. Because the more I celebrate that one day, the more I notice many other people constantly entering back into my life. I've trained myself to celebrate. I've trained myself to have fun, to be excited, to feel love more often. Yeah, I still get afraid. I'm not saying this is a way to eradicate all fear. No, it's a way to notice it and experience something better, something more pleasurable, something more fun. So if you ever come to me and tell me that you don't want to love, part of me believes you. Part of me believes that you've convinced yourself of that. But I also know that's not the real you. What I want more is I want the real you to come out. And that pretty much means believing and admitting that love is important to you. It's not just connection. Connection is what we settle for. But we want love. Yeah, the most common way is maybe family and romantic partners, but you could feel love for anyone, anything, at any time. Love is an action. You give love. And whatever you give out into the world, you get. Whatever you give out into the world, you get. That includes fear. That includes hurt. That includes joy and celebration. I celebrate with other people so I can feel celebration. I give joy to other people so I could feel joy. And that's why I avoid things like stress and anxiety and panic and depression and fear. Because, the less I focus on those things, although they do happen and they are real things. What was I saying? The less I do that, the less I give it, the less I experience it. It's just a matter of focusing so that where my focus goes, my energy flows. Period. Period and simple. And that's it. That's all I got for you today. Well, actually, maybe I got more. But there's always tomorrow. There's always tomorrow if you believe there's always tomorrow. And one day there won't be. Real talk. One day there won't be. But guess what? We won't know that there won't be a tomorrow. Live your life in a way that tomorrow you will be happy, will be proud. You do that every single day, well, you'll feel more proud, more happy. Until our last tomorrow. That got a little deep. A little sincere, maybe. I don't know. We're gonna call it. I hope you have a beautiful rest of your day and rest of your night, no matter when you're listening to this. You deserve it. Until we meet again, just remember to always fill up with the love. And I look forward to seeing you in the next one. I love you.